You wake up and immediately begin a negotiation with yourself. Your mind is heavy, the morning feels abrasive, and you decide today is a write-off. You tell yourself the real effort starts tomorrow. This logic relies on a mathematical fallacy, that time is a static bucket waiting for you to feel ready. We treat our future energy as an infinite resource that will somehow be more available than it is right now. Delaying action triggers a specific feedback loop. By choosing comfort over execution, you lower your baseline motivation, which then makes the next task feel even more insurmountable. You are effectively engineering a failing environment. On a timeline, this behavior creates an asymptote. You can see your progress infinitely approaching that tomorrow line, but because you keep pushing the start point forward, you will never actually make contact with it. This results in total behavioral paralysis. Your potential remains theoretical while you wait for a perfect version of yourself that doesn't exist. Procrastination is the active, daily choice to remain trapped in that loop. The real world operates outside of your internal dialogue. It is a massive, complex system that functions entirely without pity. Many of us operate under the assumption that if we fail, someone will step in. We expect a hand to reach out or a system to catch us. In reality, the marketplace is indifferent to your specific hardships. It does not weigh your excuses or care about the obstacles that prevented you from delivering. If you wait for the world to validate your struggle, you simply get left behind. The system moves forward, regardless of who is ready. Expecting external salvation is a dangerous error that keeps you from taking the necessary steps to save yourself. This distribution model illustrates the concentration of rewards. Even second place receives a fraction of the return given to the top performer. The drop-off is severe. Merely participating yields nothing. You must move toward the absolute peak. Facing this reality often triggers a biological fear response. Your pulse quickens because the stakes are high. But that fear is just a signal, not an instruction. Accepting this lack of mercy is actually a tool for clarity. When you realize no one is coming to help, you stop wasting energy looking for an exit and start focusing on the work. Real autonomy begins the moment you accept that your survival and your success are strictly your own responsibility. Moving toward that peak requires a calculated withdrawal from the opinions of others. You have to shut the door on the outside world. This is the desk protocol. It is the discipline of sitting in total isolation, executing the work for hours without seeking praise or digital validation. You take the adrenaline from your fear and convert it into forward momentum. You force your will onto the task until the task is complete. Mastery is not achieved in public. It is forged in these unseen, solitary hours of deep focus. The goal is to reach a level of performance that makes the traditional rankings irrelevant. You want to operate at a speed that others cannot even track. You become a force that competitors cannot replicate. When your output is this consistent and this aggressive, you stop being a participant and start becoming the standard. Reaching this velocity requires you to expend every drop of your mental and physical energy. You leave nothing in reserve. The thousands of hours spent in isolation eventually manifest as a specific kind of internal gravity. You see it here, an uncompromising focus that comes from knowing exactly what you've sacrificed to be on the global stage. This is the posture of someone who no longer needs to explain themselves. You simply stand your ground and expect others to move. You reach the top by ending the negotiation. You stop asking the world for permission to lead and simply notify it of your